Lagrange's mean value theorem. F is mapping from closed interval a comma b to a real number. Then which is satisfies the two conditions. What is the first condition? F is continuous on closed interval a comma b. Second condition of the Lagrange's mean value theorem is F is differentiable on open interval a comma b. And what is the third condition? This is f of a not equal to f of b. Then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to a comma b such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Means if you take y equal to f of x, here one point will be there between what? A and b. This is C. This is parallel to this one. So this is here AB line you take. This has 2 comma f of 2 and this has 4 comma f of 4. Here there exists at least one point which is belongs to open interval 2 comma 4 such that f dash of C equal to what? F of b minus f of a by b minus a if you take. Then our Lagrange's mean value theorem is verified or not, we have to check. And in that C value also you can find. Now for that, see first condition of the Lagrange's mean value theorem, you observe. What is the first condition of the Lagrange's mean value theorem? F should be what? Continuous on closed interval a comma b. Here a comma b is 2 comma 4. So here 2 to 4 our function is continuous or not? Is there any break? No. So that's why it is continuous. And second condition of the Lagrange's mean value theorem is f is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Means year to year, so smooth curve is there. You can take tangent anywhere between what? 2 comma 4. So f is differentiable also. Otherwise you can identify like this also. This is a quadratic equation, means a polynomial. Every polynomial is continuous on closed interval and differentiable on open interval. Like that also you can write. Now after that, so if that satisfies these two conditions, and third one also you can verify. See, this has f of 2 and this has f of 4. This length is equal to this length? No. So f of 2 not equal to f of 4. So whenever Lagrange's mean value theorem satisfies these three conditions, then we can say then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to 2 comma 4 such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Now f dash of C equal to, so here f of x equal to f of what? X square means, so what about the f dash x? That is equal to 2x. F dash of C means what? 2c. F of b, f of 4 minus f of 2 divided by b minus a, 4 minus 2. Right. Now that implies 2c equal to f of 4, f of x equal to x square, f of 4 is 16 minus f of 2, 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 12 by 2, 6, c equal to 3. Is it belongs to open interval 2 comma 4? Now means between 2 comma 4 one point is there, that is 3. There if you take the tangent, this tangent is definitely equal, means parallel to what? AB line. That is our verification of the what? Lagrange's mean value theorem. Suppose C asking means what about our C? Find the C means C equal to 3 which is belongs to. Suppose it is not belongs to means we can't take that one, right? Next, one more example I will give based on this one. First type problem in this Lagrange's mean value theorem, type A. Type A is verify the Lagrange's mean value theorem. In that first problem, verify Lagrange's mean value theorem if f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 in the interval, closed interval a comma b, where a equal to 1 and b equal to 4. So this is one of the NCERT problem. So previous problem, one example you taken f of x equal to x square, that is quadratic equation. This is also quadratic equation. Here interval what they given, 1 comma 4. Same thing we have to follow. For that, first what we have to take, f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3, right? So therefore f of x is what we have to write, continuous on closed interval 1 comma 4, because what is the reason? There is what it is a, like that you can write, as it is a polynomial, every polynomial function is what? Is continuous on given interval. Next, and second condition is what? Do the differentiation f dash x equal to, otherwise you can write it is a polynomial function differentiable on open interval 1 comma 4 also, otherwise f dash x equal to what? 2x minus 4. So f dash x is exist in the given interval 1 comma 4 or not? Take all the real numbers between 1 and 4, f dash x is exist. Therefore f of x is derivable in this interval, means f of x is continuous and differentiable in open interval 1 comma 4, means first condition and second condition satisfied. And third condition, substitute f of 1 and f of 4, both are not equal, right? Now then there exists at least one point which is belongs to 1 comma 4 such that f dash of c equal to f of 4 minus f of 1 divided by 4 minus 1, f of b minus f of a divided by b minus c. Now here f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3. What about the f dash x? 2x minus 4 or not? Now here c is there, so you can write it as 2c minus 4 equal to f of 4, substitute in this one. F of 4 is what? 16 minus 16 minus 3 minus of 1 minus 4 minus 3 divided by 3, that is equal to minus 3 here plus 6 divided by 3, that is equal to 1. So 2c minus 4 equal to 1, 2c equal to 5, now c equal to 5 by 2, which is belongs to open interval 1 comma 4 or not. So hence we can say Lagrange's mean value theorem is verified, means we observed, means we verify function is continuous on the given interval, closed interval 1 comma 4 or not. Next, differentiable on open interval, then there exists a point, at least one point which is belongs to 1 comma 4, satisfying this condition we are sure, right? No? take one more problem on this one. Verify mean value theorem. Means you can write it as Lagrange's mean value theorem also. If f of x equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x in the interval a comma b, where a equal to 1, b equal to 3. So your cubic equation, take the function f of x equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x. From this one, f dash x equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3, right? Now we know that the first one, f of x is continuous on closed interval 1 comma 3, and f dash of x equal to 3x square minus 10x minus 3, means f dash x is exist in 1 comma 3. So therefore f is differentiable on open interval 1 comma 3, means two conditions of the Lagrange's mean value theorem verified. Next, f of 1 not equal to f of 3 if you substitute in this one. Next we can write simply what? Then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to 1 comma 3 such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus c. That implies f dash of c 3c square minus 10c minus c minus 3 equal to f of b. F of b means here f of 3 minus f of 1 by 3 minus 1. Now f of 3 means 27 minus 9 5 45 minus 9 minus of f of 1 minus 5 minus 3 divided by 2. Simplify. So here minus 54 plus 27 minus 27 plus 7 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 20 by 2, that is equal to minus 10. So 3c square, that implies 3c square minus 10c. So this one bring this side plus 7 equal to 0. Now from this one c value you have to find. C equal to, do you have the factors for this one? No. Minus b plus or minus you have to apply 10 plus or minus root of b square 100 minus 4ac. 4ac means 84 divided by 2 into 3, that is equal to 10 plus or minus 16. Root 16 is 4 divided by 6. Now c equal to, there are two values. So 10 plus 4 means 14 by 6, or 10 minus 4 by 6 is 1. Means c equal to 7 by 3 or c equal to 1. So which one we have to take? Sometimes both exist, sometimes one only. Now c equal to 1, is it belongs to open interval 1 comma 3? No, because it is open interval is there. So that's why c equal to 7 by 3, it is belongs to open interval 1 comma 3, because it is 2 point something, no? So definitely it is belongs to 1 comma 3. So Rolle's theorem, continuity, Lagrange's mean value theorem. First condition and second condition verified, and C identified. This C also belongs to given interval or not. This is called what? Verification of the Lagrange's mean value theorem. Next, type B. To find C of Lagrange's mean value. So find the C of the Lagrange's mean value theorem for the function f of x equal to Lx square plus mx plus n, where L not equal to 0, in closed interval a comma b. In this one, this is also like verification only. So in previous 3-4 problems also we found what? C value only. So given function is f of x equal to Lx square plus mx plus n. In the given interval, C value we have to find. For that, first f of x is what? Continuous on closed interval a comma b, because it is a polynomial function, and open interval and differentiable on open interval a comma b. Right. Now f of a not equal to f of b. Then what we have to take here, f dash of x, if you find 2Lx plus what? M. Then there exists at least one point C which is belongs to open interval a comma b, such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. First condition, first what we have to write here, since f of x is continuous, as it is a polynomial, so that's why it is continuous on closed interval a comma b, and f dash x is exist, it is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then there exists at least one point C belongs to a comma b, such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Now f dash of C means 2LC plus m equal to f of b LB square plus MB plus n minus f of a means minus LA square minus MA minus n divided by b minus a. So how to simplify this one? That implies 2LC plus m equal to, from these two what we can take common? L if you take common, what is remaining? B square minus a square. That b square minus a square, I am writing it as b minus a into b plus a. And from these two what we can write? Plus m into b minus a, and these two get cancelled, divided by b minus a. Now that implies 2LC plus m equal to, once you observe right side RHS, b minus a get cancelled or not? So what is remaining? Common and cancel. So L into b minus a plus m remaining, and both the sides m also get cancelled. What is remaining? 2LC equal to L into b minus a. Here L also get cancelled. From this one, so here this has plus. Right. Now C equal to a plus b divided by 2. See here a comma b belongs to this C, a comma b, is it belongs to open interval a comma b or not? Next, type C. Applications of the what? Lagrange's mean value theorem. In that first problem you take, if f is mapping from minus 5 to 5 to R is a differentiable function and if f dash of x does not vanish anywhere, then prove that f of minus 5 not equal to f of 5. See this is the one of the NCERT problem only. Once you observe, we know that by the Rolle's theorem also you can identify it is f is mapping from what? One closed interval a comma b to R. It is differentiable function. It is a differentiable function means we know that every differentiable function is a continuous. Means f is continuous and differentiable. And f dash x is does not vanish. Means f dash x is does not vanish means f dash x not equal to 0. If f dash x not equal to 0 means definitely f of a not equal to what? F of b only or not. Because Rolle's theorem saying what? Whenever f of a equal to f of b, then only one U-turn will be there. So here f of a equal to f of b. Here minus 5 is there means here plus 5 is there means whenever f of a equal to f of b, then only here one point will be there. There at that point f dash x equal to what? 0. Otherwise, how to solve this one? Like this also by the Lagrange's mean value theorem also. So given function is what? Given f is differentiable on, so f is differentiable means we can say every differentiable function continuous. Given already f is differentiable, so every differentiable function is continuous. So we can say f is continuous on closed interval a comma b and f is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Means what we can say? So two conditions of the Lagrange's mean value theorem is what? Verified. So next what we then there exists at least one point C belongs to open interval minus 5 comma 5 such that f dash of C equal to what? 0. But here what they give, sorry, f dash of C equal to what? F of B is 5 minus f of minus 5 divided by, so this only no, f of 5, f of B minus is equal to f of minus 5. So f is differentiable and continuous. Then there exists by the Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists at least one point which is belongs to minus 5 comma 5 such that f dash of C equal to f of B minus f of A divided by B minus A. But what they given? But given f dash of C not equal to 0 or not? F what? F is does not vanish anywhere. Means at this point also f dash x not equal to 0. Means it is also not equal to 0 or not? Means if I not equal to what? 0. Now that implies f of phi not equal to what? F of minus. Understood or not? So what you observe once you see? Given function is what? F is mapping close interval minus phi to R is a differentiable function, and if f dash x is does not vanish, means f dash x is not equal to 0, then definitely f of a not equal to f of phi we have to show, right? For that, f is differentiable and continuous, then there exists at least one point such that f dash of c, means by the Lagrange's mean value theorem. But what they given f dash of c not equal to 0. F dash of c not equal to 0 means this is also not equal to 0. Means here it is not equal to 0 means definitely it is not equal to 0 or not. Means f of phi minus f of minus phi not equal to 0. So bring this side, f of phi not equal to what? F of minus phi not. Right. Next. Next second problem, applications only. Using Lagrange's mean value theorem, show that sin x less than x for x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. This is important one. What we have to show? Sin x is what? Less than x for x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. So this is the selection of functions. Yesterday's last problem we taken now. So from the given information we have to find the function. So consider the function f of x equal to sin x, right? What I am taking in, we have to show this one, no? So for that I will take in this interval I will take. What is the graph of sin x? Here pi by 2, here minus pi by 2, here pi by 2, here pi, here 1, here minus 1, right? Here 0. Sin 0 0, sin pi by 2 1, here pi 0, here minus 1, here 0. Means if you draw the graph like this you will get, no? But we have to identify sin x is less than x in this interval only. Means from where to where? Up to here only. This one only. Means if you take one more graph, means like this, right? So here anywhere, here 0 is there, here what is there? Pi by 2 is there, right? Means here it is a smooth curve only or not? In between, so here 0 less than x less than pi by 2 or not? Already we taken. But x from where I am taking? 0 to pi by 2 only. Means here anywhere if you take, for this one also you can apply the Lagrange's mean value theorem or not? Suppose if you take here x, so for this one also you can apply what? Lagrange's mean value. To show this one. Now f of x equal to what you consider? Sin x, right? Sin x function is what? Continuous. And differentiable also or not? Means two conditions of the Lagrange's mean value theorem exist. Then there exists what we can say by Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists at least one point which is C belongs to 0 to x such that f dash of C equal to f of x, b is what? X, a is 0, f of 0 divided by b minus a, x minus 0. Right? Now that implies f dash of x is what? Cos x. Right. Now this is cos c. F of x sin x. F of 0, 0 divided by x minus 0. That implies sin x by x equal to what? Cos c. From this one, how to take sin x is less than x? See, x value is exist from where to where? 0 to pi by 2. And c also lies between what? 0 to x only, no? Means cos x is in that interval, cos x is what? Less than 1 only or not? Now that implies sin x less than x. Because it is less than means this one. Sin x, here x is positive only or not? Means, so compare these two. Sin x by x less than 1. Multiply with x on both the sides. Here x get cancelled, here x you will get. Otherwise cross multiplication. But whenever this one exists, x is positive. X is positive only or not. So that's why sin x less than x. So for that what you consider? First function we have to take. We have to select the function. After that we have to verify the Lagrange's mean value theorem. It is continuous in that interval, differentiable or not. Then there exists what? By the Lagrange's mean value theorem we have to apply this condition, right? Next. Next, one more, second problem, and this is third problem I think. Using Lagrange's mean value theorem, prove that tan x greater than x for x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. It is also same thing. First, what we have to consider? The function. What is that? Consider the function f of x equal to tan x. Right. Now f dash x is differentiation of tan x is secant square x. Now observe the tan x. In this interval, f of x is continuous or not? Tan x is continuous and differentiable. Means both the conditions of the Lagrange's mean value theorem satisfied. Means we can say by Lagrange's mean value theorem there exists at least one point which is belongs to 0 to x. Here also what I am taking in 0 to x, where 0 less than x less than pi by 2, such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Now that implies f dash of c, f dash of c is secant square c equal to f of x minus f of 0 divided by x minus 0. That implies secant square c equal to f of x tan x minus 0 by x, means tan x by x. Right. Now in that given interval, what about the secant square? Secant x is exist from where to where? Minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. Secant square, this all the negative values becomes what? Positive. Means definitely it is greater than 1 or not? In that interval, open interval the given, greater than 1. Now it is greater than 1 means definitely tan x is greater than x, because x is greater than 0 like this. It is also true for equal also. Tan x greater than or equal to x also, because 0 here also 0. Previous one also it is true for x equal to 0 also. Means by these two, for previous problem and this problem, so for x belongs to 0 to pi by 2, what is the condition? That is sin x less than or equal to x. It is x less than or equal to tan x. Means sin x less than or equal to x less than or equal to tan x. Means always in this interval sin x is less than or equal to x less than or equal to, means here open interval is there, means sin x less than x less than tan x. Also true for x equal to 0 also, right? Try next one more problem. Using Lagrange's mean value theorem, prove that b minus a by b less than log of b minus a less than b minus a by a, where zero less than a less than b. Previous also one problem we taken, there also condition c belongs to a plus b by 2 you taken, no? So there also that condition definitely needed. Okay, no, a is what and b is what. According to that only c is a plus b by 2 belongs to close interval, sorry, open interval a comma b you take. Now here using Lagrange's mean value theorem, b minus a by b less than log of b by a less than b minus a by, where 0 less than means a greater than 0, b also greater than 0, both are positive only, like that previous problem also. Right. So what we have to consider by observation, this one we have to prove. Means consider the function f of x equal to what? Log x to the base e or not? Now log x, our function is log x. It is continuous in the, what is the given interval is what? Interval is what? In a comma b, means both are positive and differentiable also on open interval a comma b. Now by Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists at least one point which is c belongs to a comma b, such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. That implies f dash of x equal to 1 by x, 1 by c equal to f of b log b minus log a divided by b minus a. Now cross this one I will take it as b minus a by c equal to log b minus log a. Take this as equation number 1. This type of problems are most important. Now, so what we have to show, this one we have to show. For that, what we have to do? So our given condition is what here? This one, it is in between a and b. So c belongs to what? Open interval a comma b. That only I will take here. A less than c less than b, right? But what we needed 1 by c. So if you take the reciprocal of this one, so what will get? 1 by a greater than 1 by c greater than 1 by b, because if you take the reciprocal, less than becomes greater than. So can you write this as 1 by b less than 1 by c less than 1 by a. Next again what you want? B minus a. Multiply b minus a. B minus a divided by b less than b minus a divided by c less than b minus a divided by a. But while multiplying this type of values, that value is positive or not, we have to observe, because if we multiply positive value, it will not affect on inequality. So that's why positive value or not we have to check. But if you multiply or divide some negative value, means definitely inequality will change. That one also we have to observe. So b minus a. So here a and b both are what? Positive values. A and b both are positive values, and b minus a, in these two which is greatest value? B value or not? Means b minus a definitely it is what? Greater than 0 only or not? Because these two are positive values. Suppose if you take 1 and 2, 2 minus 1 is greater than 1. Suppose if you take here 10 and here 15, b minus a greater than 0 only. So by that one, so you multiplied positive value only, so that's why it will not affect on inequality. Now once we observe by the equation number 1, b minus a by c can be written as log b minus log a. But we know that log b minus log a is what? Log of b by a. Log of b by a. Now substitute b minus a by b equal to log of b by a less than b minus a by a. So that only they are asking or not? B minus a by b less than log of b by a less than b minus a by. Also you can write, if you cancel this b, 1 minus a by b, and here what? B by a minus 1. So this is our next problem. One more last problem you see. Using Lagrange's mean value theorem, prove that modulus of cos A minus cos B less than or equal to modulus of A minus B. Solve. Shall I give 1 minute time for to solve this one? Modulus of cos A minus cos B less than or equal to A minus B, like previous problem only. In this one, which function involving? Cos x function is involving, no? So you consider that function only. Consider the function f of x equal to cos x in closed interval a comma b, right? Now next, cos x function is what? Continuous and differentiable also. By the Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists at least one point C which is belongs to open interval a comma b, such that f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. So here f dash of x equal to minus sin x. So that implies f dash of c means minus sin C equal to f of b means cos b minus cos a divided by b minus a. Modulus, taking modulus on both the sides, minus modulus of c equal to modulus of cos b minus cos a divided by modulus of b minus a. Modulus of sin c always less than or equal to 1 or not. So cross multiplication, because it is positive value only, no.